What do you think you did better the last two games before the bye, and what are you trying to carry over here down the stretch?
Um, I think as an offense, there's a number of things we did better. I think we consistently moved the ball. I think we ran the ball at an extremely high level, and that kept us in front of the chains and able to sustain drives. I think obviously protecting the ball was a big part of that as well, and that gives us a much better opportunity to win when we do that. So we keep doing those things, and then scoring touchdowns in the red zone. We've been more effective in that area as we've gone on this year. So we'll certainly look to continue to do those things through these last 6 games.
Okay, just piggybacking off of that question, how much is it a matter of you becoming more comfortable in the offense? Not just you, but everybody as a whole. Now that you've been in this system now for several games.
Yeah, I think that's certainly a piece of it. I think just playing together more, in this system and getting used to it and just getting more experience. As a team, more experience playing with one another, and I think that's certainly been helpful. So, we feel like we've improved week to week. We feel like we're a much better team than we were in the beginning of the season, and the challenge is to continue to do that through the rest of the season.
Coach was saying the NFC East kind of starts this week, that the race kind of starts from scratch this week. Do you guys feel that as players, and as a quarterback, what kind of opportunity is that for you?
Yeah, I think it's exciting for us, and we're certainly aware of where the division is and what's left and what's out there for us. So that's certainly exciting, but I think it is the truth, and we do need to focus on what we're doing this week, and that only remains exciting and only remains an opportunity if we take care of business, week in and week out. So our focus is on, what we're doing and preparing for Cincinnati this week.
And then obviously your job kind of goes hand in hand with the offensive line's job. So what was your reaction to the change there? And do you expect the offensive line to play much differently and, thus impact you here the rest of the way?
No, I those guys have been playing at a high level, and certainly have a lot of ton of respect for Coach Colombo and who he is as a man and as a coach, and enjoyed working with him. But we're excited and moving forward as a team, and I know those guys up front will keep playing hard and playing well.
Tom Rock.
Daniel, this Thanksgiving is going to be a lot different for a lot of people. How is it going to be different for you? And have you made up your mind about who you're going to root for in Washington and Dallas?
I don't know who I'm going to root for there, but yeah, Thanksgiving will be we'll be working for a large part of it, but it'll be nice to have some time off and relax a little bit. Obviously, with COVID this year, it's a little bit harder on everyone, but yeah, catch some of those games, and I don't know who I'm gonna root for yet. We'll see how the game goes.
Pat Leonard.
Hey Daniel, kind of a random question, but in your preseason game in Cincinnati last year, I think that was the first time you and Darius connected in any kind of game situation, that kind of deep pass to the goal line down on the left side. Was it important at that time in a game for you and he to connect like that, to kind of set off something between you and him that you feel like has grown since?
I don't know if you can point to that or not. That was a big play in the game. I remember it because Dunlap had just knocked the wind out of me, and I was struggling to breathe a little bit. But that was an incredible play by Darius, and maybe kind of foreshadowed the things to come from him, and as many plays as he's made since then.
Is is it rare to have a receiver who can like that deep pass you threw to him where he kind of tracks it and finds it down the sideline in your guys' last game? Do you have to have an understanding of the guy you're throwing to in a situation like that and what his talents are, or I guess a trust level in what he's able to do when you give him a chance like that?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it, and he's shown he can. He's going to make plays on balls down the field, and like you said, my job is just to give him a chance, and that was an incredible play he made, tracking that ball and coming up with it there. So I just gotta keep giving him a chance, and he's shown the ability to make those plays consistently.
With Joe Burrow, I'm not sure if you crossed paths with him at all, but obviously you saw what he went through this weekend. I'm just curious, as an opposing quarterback, it's not the first quarterback you've seen get injured that way, but the fraternity that you're in, did you have any emotions when you see that happen? And is it, one of those things where you just kind of accept what you guys have to deal with as reality, that you just never know when it could be your turn to kind of have something like that happen, and you just put it out of your mind?
I don't know Joe personally, but obviously prayers go out to him and his family, his team, and that's a tough injury, a tough deal there for him. So I feel for him, and like I said, prayers out to him and his family. But that's part of playing the game. At our position, at any position, there's always the risk of injury, and we understand that when we play. But you can't play cautious or worried about that. I think that's when you get into a lot of trouble.